What if you're never going to be perfect, never be 100% of whatever it is you want to be? You'll never have arrived or finally get there or be that way permanently. Is that depressing? It's not meant to be. You can see I'm smiling. It's not meant to be depressing. Welcome to your weekly confidence boost. I'm Dr. Aziz, and I actually find that extremely relieving and liberating, and helps me get off my own case and stop being so dang perfectionistic and critical of myself and pushing myself to do more and be better. And look, I mean, you might want to become more of something. More what? I don't know, more confident, more expressive, more persuasive, more dynamic, more interesting, more courageous, more loving, more bold, more patient, more successful, more wealthy, more healthy, more strong, whatever. Great. All of those sound like fantastic goals. I'll take all of those, please. Right? And what if you're not that all the time? And you're never going to be that all the time. And I see this, and I have this conversation often with Candace, my wife, about parenting. You know, we're loving, we're attentive, we are self-aware, we help other people so we understand, patterns of development and what to do that could support a child, and what we do that could maybe hinder their confidence and self-development. And we're not perfect. We're patient most of the time, and sometimes we're not. You might be disciplined and dedicated most of the time, and sometimes you're not. You might be, loving and caring most of the time, and sometimes you're closed down or irritated or over it. You might be productive, and sometimes you're not. That's it. What if that's okay? You might say, well, no, Aziz, I'm really working on it here. Okay, beautiful. I respect that. I respect you. I truly do, for working on you. Something I believe in and I practice too. How do we get better? How do we get stronger? How do we get more? Become more? But what if that becoming more doesn't mean you get to a point where there's a never the other thing? Right? It's kind of like yin and yang. It's like I'm going to become so strong that I'm never whatever the opposite of strong is for you, right? I'm going to become so confident that I'm never anxious. What? Why would you never be anxious? Aren't you a human? Don't you have a nervous system? Aren't you going to feel afraid sometimes or anxious or whatever? So what if it's not becoming this perfect thing? What if it's like, yeah, most of the time I'm that way. A lot of the time I'm that way. And when I'm not that way, okay, no big deal. Oh, no, but I got to make that a big deal, Aziz. I got to see it, and I got to isolate it, and I got to strangle it and kill it. Kill it. Get rid of it. Get it down. So it disappears. It never comes out again. Okay. How long have you been trying to do that? Years? What if you just create a little bit more space to be human, to be you? It's okay. You're not perfect. You won't be perfect. No one is perfect. No one's 100%. One thing always. Despite what their social media might show, or you saw an interview with them where they said they were that way all the time, 100%. It's like, okay, all right. Besides, even if someone is that way, is everyone that way? It seems like most people aren't that way. So maybe that person's a freakish outlier. And you can just be you. You can do you, and you can continue to grow and excel and become more in the ways that you want, and just ease up, dude. Or dudette. You just be you. Take a breath in and just allow that. What does that feel like? Create space for that. You don't have to be so hard on yourself. You don't have to attack yourself. You don't have to make a big, huge deal about it. Make sure you never are that way again. Just like, okay, yeah, sometimes I do that. And just trust that the less intensity and energy and pressure you put on yourself, the more you will grow quickly. And it will maybe become less frequent that you are the way that you don't want to be. Just ease up a little bit and trust. You'll find a way. You'll keep growing. And you'll never be there. You'll never be 100%. You'll never be perfect. And that's perfect. Thanks for being with me today. Until we speak again, may you have the courage to be who you are and to know on a deep level that you're awesome. Talk to you soon.